What's up guys, it's Silver with Blendify. As we all know, that measuring the window size has been the pain in the, because a lot of people don't know how to do it properly, which means once you did it wrong, the blinds you ordered will be completely useless. The money, the time, the energy you have spent will never come back. So in today's video, I'm going to introduce you all the ways of how to install your blinds and teach you how to measure window size like a pro. Generally, there are two types of ways to install your blinds. First one is within the recessed frame. If you do your blinds like this, then you can see your pretty window frame all the time, which is really good when you have a very aesthetics window frame. So in this case, the first thing you need to make sure is that your window frame has enough recessed depth. For example, this one has 13, which is totally enough because you will need at least 6 centimeters. And the next number you will need is the height. Regularly, you will need to measure it from the spot where you're going to install the installation bracket. But if it's too troubly for you, you can also measure the edge. For example, this window has 142. And this number is important, but it's not that important because it's a blind. You can roll it down or it's easy. But this number is really not that important because it's a blind. You can scroll it down or up. So you can simply add 1 to 2 centimeters of the height. Then the most important number is the width. We recommend you to measure on the top because that's where you're going to install the blinds. So this window has 162, but if you make a blinds exactly 162, it's not going to work. It's not going to fit in the wall frame. Usually we will suggest our customers to deduct at least 0.5 centimeter to 1 centimeter. So your blind is going to fit in the wall frame perfectly fine. So then we're done. We've done the general process. But one thing you need to notice, if you have a handle on your window like this, you need to count the depth of this kind of handle. For example, this handle over here, it's almost 6 centimeter, and you will need 1 centimeter extra space, so that is 7 centimeter in total. And add up the blinds, will be 7 plus 6, that will be 13 in total. Luckily, this window frame has the recessed depth of 13, so that is okay. But if your window doesn't, you will need a extensional installation brackets, which is not that aesthetics, because if there's no enough space, then the bottom bar is gonna hit on the handle, which is very annoying. And even though you put it down, you can still see the handle. So this space is really important. And also for regular blinds like this, even when you close it up, there's still going to be some light leak in through the edges because there is a gap. So in the case of you have a handle, or you don't want extensional brackets, or you want a full coverage, you will need the second method, which is the outside installation. outside the frame installation, which means you want to cover the whole window up. So the numbers is still the same, the height and the width. Then here comes the tricky part. Kids, take note down. So for the outside the frame installation, which means you want to cover up the whole window. But the tricky part is you still measure the inner numbers, like the width and the height. So we already got the numbers, so I'm not going to do the demonstration anymore. Then here is another tricky part. Take notes down, kids. Is that you will need to add 10 centimeters on the both top and bottom. But if you have a thick wall frame like this, we will recommend you to add up all the way to 20 centimeters. So that will be 20 meters on the top, 10 meters at the bottom. And for the width, we also recommend you to add 10 centimeters on each side. And for the width, we'll still recommend you to add 10 centimeters on each side, so the blinds can cover all the edges and the light will not leak in. But also, if you have a window frame like this, that is an extra. See, if you want to cover this part as well, then you will need to add at least 20 centimeters on each side. Pretty easy, huh? So guys, this is a video for today. I hope this video helped you a little bit. And we have a website, please go and check it out. I'll leave the website down in the description box. And if you have more questions, you're more than just welcome to leave some comments in the comment section. And see you next time.